You're listening live from the Best Activity Center. Raider basketball and you on a Tuesday night. Glad to have you along. Tim Hager and you. Tonight's going to be an interesting affair. Link Year Prep School out of Branson, Missouri makes the trip to Poplar Bluff to take on the Raiders. If you're out and about in the Poplar Bluff area, you want to see some good basketball, the Best Activity Center is the place to be for tonight's game. It's a Tuesday night. Come on out and join the fun. If you can't make it, keep it right here on 97.5 The Storm. We're going to learn a little bit about the prep school phenomenon. We've got Coach Brian Best sitting with us courtside. He's going to tell us all about this squad as we do a preview of tonight's game on the pregame show. I'm Tim Hager, and I'm glad you're going to hang out with us on a Tuesday night. Once again, this is Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
I'm not hearing you in the mic. I'm not hearing you in here, but
okay.
I'm hearing them.
Okay. Can you hear me now a little bit? I adjusted the cue on it. It's kind of, when we go on the road, I have to recalibrate it a little bit. We're courtside at the Best Activity Center sitting with Brian Best, and tonight we take on the prep school out of Branson, Missouri called Link Year. Coach Brian Best, can you give us a little bit of rundown what we're going to see tonight from the Lions of Link Year?
They're pretty good. I know if you were to ask Gene Best, now he thinks everybody's good, so he has a respect for Eric, but literally the prep schools we've been playing this year, they've been good. I mean,
a lot of talent on those teams. You can tell.
There's three coaches in the right corner behind me that are here to watch them, and one of them was here to watch Tristan and them.
Wow.
Two guys on their team that were bigs or something. I don't know.
Now that you mention that, I do see clipboards out, and people's going to be taking notes and looking.
And there could be others, but I just know
Sure.
there's at least three here that are just watching.
Anybody here from ESPN to check me out by chance?
Keep living the dream, baby.
To me,
I think they're going to be in the new arena for you.
ESPN to me is the Elementary School Principals Network, but that's another joke for another time. The prep school phenomenon is something that's kind of new to college basketball, kind of new to me. Can you explain a little bit about if a player goes to a prep school, what's their strategy by going to a prep school instead of going straight to college maybe?
So usually they didn't get one of their core classes. You being the superintendent, understanding core classes better than just an average Joe on the street, but you have these core classes you have to get, and you have to have a certain GPA in those core classes. They can retake one core class, and they can take the ACT again.
Okay.
While they're in prep school.
Now my question to you is, these players over here, when they leave the prep school, do they have 3 years of eligibility left or 4 years?
They have 4.
4 full years. Okay.
That's the advantage.
Okay, I see.
So it's like it's high school, but it's post grad. So it is where they can redo one class, and they can redo the ACT.
If you're the type of kid that needs another year of physical maturation, might be a good idea.
Would be good. Yeah.
Instead of redshirting someplace, you can go there and get some time in like that. I knew Branson, Missouri had a prep school. I didn't realize it was this one. I did some research. Looks like you guys defeated them 91-89 last year in a close game here.
Well, my good friend Roger, who's sitting on the other side of me, asked me, the fans want to know why you only won by 2. So if you have those questions, we lost this year to Sunrise Christian. So you could ask, why did you lose to Sunrise Christian? And it'd be a fair question. And Roger's question was a fair question. It was just a difficult question.
I will have Roger compile a list of questions throughout the game and have those ready for Coach Gene Best in the post-game show.
I bet he'll enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll have a good time with that. Yeah. I am sure he will. Switch gears to the Raiders. We make the road trip in the blizzard. Big double overtime win against State Fair. Have to stay an extra day. Come out Sunday afternoon against Moberly and kind of flat. For like
laid an egg.
Yeah.
That's good.
So what's your synopsis of that situation, being on the road and coming back home like this?
Yeah, if you're not ready to play in Region 16, you're going to get thumped.
Yep.
And that's the bottom line. And it was obvious to everybody we just weren't ready.
Yep.
So hats off to them. They were ready, and they took it to us, and they were good.
Coach Gene Best brought up a point in the postgame show, and he had really wanted to play back-to-back nights. You guys had some momentum going in.
Well, yeah, after you get blown out, you're going to say that.
Well,
too.
he
But
wanted to.
come on.
Well, he wanted to kind of test the players and
Yeah.
see. And the layman side of me thought, hey, we get a day off to rest. But then I kind of saw his point as well.
Yeah.
He's trying to test them and kind of see where we're
Yeah.
at and get
Yeah,
some
yeah,
ready
yeah.
for some.
I understand this.
Yeah.
And Tristan played 48.5 minutes, so it was
Yep.
going to be tough. But, you know, I don't know that he was ready the next day.
Well,
so I don't know if he'll be ready today. That's hard to come back from, 48.5 minutes.
It is a lot of time. The three officials made sure he wasn't going to play near as much on Sunday, but
Good point. Good point.
keep my jaded comments to myself.
No, I've watched video. You're not far.
Yeah,
But
aggravated.
they had so little to do with how bad we got
Yeah.
ready. And so,
Yeah.
so that's,
Should be an exciting game tonight. Tristan Jarrett, and mentioning Tristan averaging 29 points a game, #1 scorer in the nation. Looks like he's been kind of working through some nagging injuries. I didn't say this in the game on the radio Sunday, but he got sick during the game.
Yeah.
I thought he might have caught an elbow or something, and then I saw him visiting the trash can across from us. But
Yep.
to his credit, right back in the game. Tough kid.
He's tough. Yeah. What's tough about this, they have a really good point guard tonight.
Okay.
Adams is a really good point guard. I think he's number 10.
Chase Adams.
They've changed their jerseys
Yeah.
and done all kinds of different stuff, and but
Yeah.
that's the guy that, and you're going to look at him and go, well, he's a little guy.
Okay.
He's your height. How tall are you, Tim?
5 foot on the dot. No, I'm 5'8".
He's 5'8", too.
I'm a towering
Adams
5'8".
is 5'8", too.
Well, I may try to guard him then. We're the same
Well,
height.
I'm just telling you, you could probably post him up. But now he's a muscle-bound guy, and
Yeah.
you and I have the dad bod going.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
No offense, but
No.
he looks good with his shirt off, and you and I probably need to keep ours on.
I'm on the radio instead of television for a reason. So,
But no,
Pump.
he's pretty good. And
Good.
they have a kid from Jackson, Missouri, which
Yep.
I thought some of the listeners might find interesting because Power Bluff always plays Jackson.
sure.
And he's a starter, I think.
Wow.
I don't know.
Austin Parker from Cape Central and him have probably dueled for a long time.
Hayden
Jackson
Sprinkle knew him.
Sure.
You know, a lot of these guys. Hayden knew the point guard. Said
Okay.
he played against him in AAU or something.
Great.
So anyway, yeah.
I'm going to take a quick pick. Gavin Harris, #3.
Yeah.
Gavin Harris, 6'4" out of
I
Jackson.
think he's a starter tonight.
Out of Darren
He
Scott's
started
program over
the
at
game
Jackson.
that we
So-
scouted and all that. So
Great. That will be a name we will look for then. Coach Brian Bass, I know you got to get back and get ready in the locker room. We thank you for your
Thank you,
time
Tim.
tonight on the pregame show. That is Coach Brian Bass giving us a breakdown tonight of the Link Year Prep Lions, kind of what to look for with those folks. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups. We'll get this thing cranked up about 8.5 minutes away from tip-off. It's Link Year Prep. They are the Lions. They're at the Best Activity Center tonight, taking on the Raiders. And this is Three Rivers Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm. About 6 minutes before tip-off here at the Best Activities Center as Link Year Prep. They are the Lions. They're in town tonight to play the Raiders. We'll go down the starting lineups in just a moment. The Raiders coming into this game with a record of 8-10 on the season. They're averaging 90.6 points per contest. Last Friday night, we began the blizzard January the 11th with a 97-95 win in double overtime over the State Fair Roadrunners. In that ball game, Tristan Jarrett, 42 points for the Raiders. Followed up the next night, got a night off due to the snow. The referees were unable to get to the game in Moberly on Saturday. That game moved back to Sunday. We go to Moberly, and the Raiders lose 113-87 in that game. Tristan Jarrett once again led all Raiders scores with 24 points. They're 2-1 right now in Region 16 play, and as we mentioned with Jarrett, averaging 29 points per contest. That is number one in the nation in Division I junior college basketball. So that name we'll be hearing tonight for the Raiders. The Raiders' next game will be this Saturday. They'll take on MSU West Plains at 7 p.m. We played those guys on November the 13th. The Raiders lost 112-110 in overtime. It was an epic battle. It was a heavyweight fight. It was Creed and Balboa, folks. It was a heck of a ball game in West Plains. Those of us in the Raider Nation have been looking forward to the Grizzlies making their way to Poplar Bluff to take on the Raiders. While we were on that trip as well, the Lady Raiders had two big wins, including a 56-53 win versus State Fair. State Fair shot the three to tie the score, and Jacayla Fowler, the Neelaville lefty, came out, clean block shot, exciting way to end the ball game. Raiders escaped with the victory, and they followed that up with a big win versus Moberly on Sunday. Their Region 16 record now 3-0. We do believe we may have someone from the Lady Raiders join us at halftime of this ball game to kind of discuss some Lady Raiders team aspects. They got a good thing going on right now with a record of 15-3 on the season. One other big reminder for you, the Libla Family Sports Complex is opening soon. Circle that on your calendars. February 2 is going to be the ribbon cutting at the Libla Family Sports Complex here on the campus of Three Rivers College. It's a beautiful facility. I think you're going to like the way it looks. You're going to like the way the setup of the gym is going to be very spectator friendly. You're going to walk in and the floor is down low and there's ample seating. It's a seat, I think, approximately ballpark figure around the 3,000 mark. Been in the building a couple times. Super neat concession stand, neat foyer. It's going to be a great day of basketball. Ribbon cutting at 3 o'clock. The Lady Raiders will be the first to take the court at 5 o'clock versus the Lady Roadrunners. And then the men will play at 7 o'clock against State Fair. And it's the alumni reunion weekend as well. So come on down. I'm an alumnus of Three Rivers College, and I always look forward to that game. As lots of times you see some folk who are in town for the games, folks you haven't seen in a long time, classmates from days gone by. But it is the alumni reunion weekend, and it promises to be a ton of fun right here on the campus of Three Rivers College. We'll switch gears now. The starting lineups tonight. We'll start with Link Year Prep. They are the Lions. They're coached by Adam Danius. The starters for them will be number 1, Danny Smith. Number 3, Gavin Harris. Number 9, Austin Johnson. Number 10, Chase Adams. And number 12, Jesus Caralario. We talked about a couple of these players. Gavin Harris wearing the uniform number 3, 6'4" guard from Jackson, Missouri. If you had a chance to hang around in high school hoops, that may be a name you remember from Jackson. Of course, Jackson and Poplar Bluff get a chance to play each other quite a bit. And Coach Brian Best said, hey, look for number 10, Chase Adams, as a player to watch tonight. Adams is a 5'8" guard from Chicago, Illinois. I think Coach Best was having some fun with my lack of height, saying this guy's 5'8", just like me. So some names to listen for tonight. They are the Lions of Link Year Prep. For the Raiders tonight, starting will be number 3, Khalil Johnson. Number 4, Tristan Jarrett. Number 10, Abiadum Atimiai. We're going to call him AB for tonight. Number 30, Hayden Sprinkle, and number 33, Austin Parker tonight will get the start. Parker, a 6'4" freshman from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Talking about Gavin Harris from Jackson. Jackson and Cape are friendly rivalries, just about 6-7 miles down the road from each other. I'm sure Austin and Gavin have played each other several times in the past. Of course, Hayden Sprinkle from Bonne Terre, Missouri, a product of North County High School. He was a Raider before he was a Raider, if you know what I mean, North County being the Raiders. AB from Lagos, Nigeria. Khalil Johnson, a 6'3" freshman from Long Island, New York. And then finally, Tristan Jarrett leading the nation in scoring. He's a sophomore from Brownsville, Tennessee, and that'll name we'll be hearing on the offensive side of things tonight for the Raiders. So that kind of concludes our pregame show. We're glad to have you along for the ride tonight. It's going to be a fun night of basketball, kind of a neat game, middle of the week, kind of get your basketball blood flowing, if you will. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to do the national anthem, player introductions, and stuff like that here in the gym. If you're still out and about in Poplar Bluff, you've got time to make it, come in and watch a good basketball game tonight as the Lions take on the Raiders. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back at you in a bit. This is Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm.
Oh, listening to that, but we were watching.
Yeah,
it on
okay.
And I thought, maybe he's real. You grew up in that booth.
Yeah. That booth was nice, man. I could close the door, had that sound panel. There's a real good dry sound in there. It was a good setup, really good setup. We're in the middle of player introductions right now at the Best Activity Center. It is the Raiders versus the Lions of Link Year Prep. Last year, these two teams played. Raiders won by a score of 91-89. We do have one common opponent this year. Earlier this year, the Link Year Prep team defeated Northern Arkansas by a score of 100-93. North Ark is out of Harrison, Arkansas. Link Year Prep won that game by 7. The Raiders had a chance to play North Ark earlier this season in Harrison, and we won that game. The Raiders won that 122-86. Probably their best game of the year statistically. The Raiders were on fire that day. So they have had a couple of one common opponent there. The game Link Year Prep played North Ark. They had 5 players in double figures that day. So it looks like they've got plenty of scoring power. If you had a chance to read today's newspaper, you see where Coach Best said they were going to kind of run a basic dribble weave, kind of just a basic motion offense, a lot of motion. Looks like they're going to like to put the ball in the basket. The Raiders averaging 90 points a game, so it looks like this could be a track meet tonight. Lots and lots of scoring, lots and lots of offense. So it's going to be a good game to watch for the spectators, and hopefully a good game for me as well to bring it to you right here on 97.5 The Storm. And we do appreciate you tuning in tonight on a Tuesday night for some exciting college basketball. Raiders in the uniforms, white uniforms, home uniforms tonight, white trimmed in yellow. If you're staring at your radio right now, and why wouldn't you be, Raiders will be going left to right. The Lions have black uniforms trimmed in blue. And I think we're ready to go. Jumping will be Austin Johnson. He's a 6'9" player for Link. And he tips it back to number 10, Chase Adams, and away we go. Chase Adams is the player that Coach Brian Best mentioned. Several college scouts here tonight to look at some of the Link year prep players, and Tristan Jarrett as well. Number 9 is Austin Johnson. He has a quick turnaround jump shot. It's good. That gives the Lions a 2-point lead. 2 zips, our early score, just getting started here at the Best Activity Center. Here's Khalil Johnson with a long baseline jump shot. Off the rim, no good. AB steals the ball on the inbounds. AB's going to try 3. AB's going to make a 3. AB steals the ball, stops. He had a 1-on-3 fast break, so he said, hey, I'll just pull up and shoot it myself. His trade makes it 3-2 Raiders. Hayden Sprinkle comes up with a loose ball, give him the steal. Out to AB. AB drives in the paint to Austin Parker. Parker lays it off the glass and scores. Number 33 from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Austin Parker makes it a 5-2 score. Another quick turnover by the Lions. Here's Tristan Jarrett going to take it coast to coast. Off the glass and scores. Kaboom, 7-2 before you could blink an eye. 18:45 left here in the first half. Raiders with a quick 7. Tristan Jarrett that time, boy, once he gets going to that basket, he's got a nice touch around the basket, does the finger roll and lays it in. Here's Hayden Sprinkle with the steal. He now takes it down for the Raiders, gets his shot blocked by number 12, Jesus Calorero. Inside pass to number 9. He swings it out to number 1, which is Danny Smith. Went to high school with a guy named Danny Smith. Here's a long drive down, a long pass to Hayden. Tristan Jarrett lays it off the glass. Give the assist to Hayden Sprinkle. Raiders steal it and get the quick conversion. Timeout on the floor by the Lions. They don't know what happened to them. They come out with 2 points, and then the Raiders reel off 9 straight points to take the 7-point lead. 18:06 left in the first half. Raiders lead 9-2. We'll take a timeout as well. This is Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm. Coach Adam Danius calls timeout for the Lions. He didn't know what happened. That happened fast. Here's their inside pass to number 9. He lays it off the glass and scores it. Austin Johnson makes it a 9-4 score as the Lions come back from the timeout. AB drives down. His layup is no good. Rebound by Johnson. Outlet pass to number 1, Danny Smith. Ball's tipped loose. Looks like last touch by the Raiders. Ball's out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lions. They will inbounds right in front of the Raider cheer squad and Rocky Raider. They're all in the house tonight. You can probably hear them in the background noise. Good to see the cheer squad in action tonight. Adds a lot of atmosphere to a ball game. Here's the long jump shot by number 3 from Jackson, Missouri. That's Gavin Harris. It's good. They cut the lead to 2. 9-7, the Raiders lead. Tristan Jarrett bring the ball down now for the Raiders. On the wing, now he's at the top of the key. Dribbles White. Austin Parker sets the big pick. Here's the fadeaway jump shot by Jarrett. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Danny Smith. Smith will just bring it down himself. Quick outlet pass now to Chase Adams, the diminutive point guard for the Lions. Nice lob pass in the paint to number 9, Austin Johnson. Raiders wanted a jump ball called on that block, but instead they're going to call the foul. We'll see who that gets whistled on. Number 30 is going to get the foul, Hayden Sprinkle. That will send Johnson to the line. Austin Johnson, 6'9", from Atlanta, Georgia. Free throw is no good. Mandarius Dickerson for the Raiders checks in. He's also from Atlanta, Georgia. Peach State well represented here tonight. 16:53 left in the first half. That free throw is good, making it a 9-8 ball game. Man-to-man pressure now all over the court from the Lions. Dickerson with the ball. Dribbles with the left hand. Out to Khalil Johnson. Now back to Dickerson. Swings it back to Johnson. Give and go. Parker to Johnson. Johnson lays it off the glass and scores. The old give and go works every time. 11-8. Raiders lead by 3. Adams with the ball now to Harris. Danny Smith at the top of the key, guarded by Dickerson. Dribbles with the left hand, takes it to the basket, throws it to Harris. It's off his fingertips into the hands of Hayden Sprinkle. Sprinkle with the bounce pass to Tristan Jarrett. They're going to call Jarrett with the walk. He thought about shooting it, he thought about dribbling it, and he drugged the back foot. The walk charged on number 4, Tristan Jarrett. Ball goes back to the Link Year Lions. Prep school from Branson, Missouri. Number 10, Chase Adams takes it to the basket. The ball is going to be blocked out of bounds by number 33, Austin Parker. 22 on the shot clock. Danny Smith the inbound for the Lions. Quick pass to number 12, laced off the glass, no good. Jesus Calorero. Raiders come up with the rebound. Austin Parker goes down and slam dunks it. Give the assist to Mardarius Dickerson. Nifty pass. Parker slams it home, giving the Raiders a 13-8 lead here in the first half of basketball action. 15:42 left. Just getting started. Best Activity Center. Come join the fun, folks. Bounce pass to Gavin Harris. Now to Austin Johnson. Shots off the mark, no good. Rebound, Mardarius Dickerson. Gives the ball to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles behind the back pass to Austin Parker. Parker goes for the second dunk. He gets fouled. He went up for the dunk, was fouled. He hung onto the rims not to get undercut, as they say. It'll send Parker to the line. That foul is going to be called on number 9, Austin Johnson. Both teams with one foul here in the ball game. Parker to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Parker wears the uniform number 33. First free throw is up, and it is good. Checking in for the Lions is number 32, Marquis English. Parker prepares to shoot a second. Spins it, shoots it. It's good. Raiders lead 15-8. Coach Daniels calls in the play to number 1, Danny Smith, who's now at the point guard. They've shifted number 10, Chase Adams, out to the wing. High lob pass into Johnson. Give and go to Danny Smith. Ball's knocked around. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hayden Sprinkle. The Lions have 14 on the shot clock. They'll take the ball out again right in front of the Raider cheer squad and Rocky Raider. Danny Smith looks. Finally gets it into number 10, Chase Adams. Adams from Chicago, Illinois. Very quick point guard. Here's Danny Smith, baseline jump shot. It's no good. Rebound, Marquis English. His shot is no good. Goes right back up with it to give the points to Danny Smith. Smith basket makes it a 15-10 game. Raiders lead by 5. Dickerson quickly takes it to the hoop. His scoop shot is blocked by number 1, Danny Smith. He gets the rebound, brings it down himself. Euro step to the basket. They're going to call the charge. Tristan Jarrett, number 4 for the Raiders, draws the charge. Smith got the block, ends up with the rebound. Just takes it right down the gut, for lack of a better term, right down the middle of the floor. Tristan Jarrett waiting for him, draws the charge. Those two guys are guarding each other tonight. And mano a mano right there, folks. Here's Jarrett going to go down. He's going to return the favor. His shot's no good. Ball's tipped around by the Raiders. Rebound by Smith. It's the Smith and Jarrett show all of a sudden. Long outlet pass to Marquis Smith. Here's Austin Parker with the volleyball block. Wow. That's all ball. Little floater went up that time. Austin Parker jumped up. Looked like he slammed a volleyball. Ball goes out of bounds with the block. Wow. Kabang. That fires up the student section for the Raiders tonight. Good to see them out tonight. Several members of the girls basketball team, baseball team here watching the game. They're enjoying what they're watching so far. High lob pass into number 9, Austin Johnson. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Talon Fonda, number 12, who just checked into the game for the Raiders. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. as the Lions will once again take the ball out underneath their own basket. Peyton Gio, who just checked into the game with the ball. It's knocked away by Dickerson. Fast break down to Talon Fonda, who lays it off the glass for the layup. Makes the score 17-10. Raiders extend their lead to 7 once again. Peyton Gio is from Paragould, Arkansas. That's not too far down the road. Quick shot by him is no good. Khalil Johnson comes down with a rebound for the Raiders. Outlet pass to Mandarius Dickerson. His shot is off the mark. Ball's knocked around. Rebound by English. Outlet pass to Danny Smith. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Mandarius Dickerson. Fast and furious pace so far, folks. Dickerson will check out. Checking in for the Raiders is number 1, Boogie Jama. Jama is a 6'3" freshman from Montreal, Canada. Impounds to Gio. Guarded by Khalil Johnson. Here's Gavin Harris with the long jumper. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Parker. Outlets to Boogie Jama. Boogie slings it out to Talon Fonda. Back to Boogie. Baseline jump shot is good. Boogie Johnson. Boogie Jama, 10-foot baseline jumper. Gives the Raiders a 9-point lead. I got to slow down. This game's going fast. This is track meet, folks. I went to a basketball game and a track meet broke out. There's a joke there somewhere. Danny Smith hits the 3, makes it a 19-13 game. Raiders by 6. Tristan Jarrett crosses the timeline for the Raiders. Hands off to Boogie Jama. Jama's going to try the 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Danny Smith. Smith's going to slow it down just a little bit for the Lions. Number 1 guarding number 1. Boogie Jama on Danny Smith. Smith with the left hand. Over to English. Gavin Harris from the baseline. His jumper is in and out. Rebound by the Lions. Number 24 ends up with it. Takes it to the basket and scores. Lamar Wright with the basket. Wright just taken to the ball game. He's from Riverside, California. His basket makes it 19-15. He will go to the line to shoot the free throw. Tristan Jarrett whistled for the infraction. Boogie Jama in the game for the Raiders. Hayden Sprinkle just checks in. AB just checks back in. Joins Jarrett and Talon Fonda. Wright's free throw is up. It's off the mark. AB comes down with the rebound for Three Rivers. AB leads the break right down the middle. Out to Boogie Jama. Jama shoots, misses. 24, Lamar Wright rips down the rebound. Out to Smith. Smith shoots the 3 and makes it. Suddenly we got a ball game, folks. 19-18. Here come the Lions. The Raider Nation over there, the student section, thought he drugged the back foot there. The Raiders don't get the call. Jarrett comes down, misses the shot. Rebound by Smith. He leads the fast break. Number 5 lays it in the basket. That's Trey Edwards. And just like that, the Lions take a 1-point lead. Quick comeback by Link Year Prep. 2019 in the score. They lead by 1. 11:23 left in the first half. A basketball action. This is, as the old movie says, fast and furious basketball action. Jarrett's going to dribble in with the left hand. Spin move with the right. Gives it to Boogie Jama. Jama lays it off the glass for 2. Gives the Raiders the lead, 21-20, as we near the 11-minute mark here in the first half. Peyton Gio with it. Out to Marquis English. Here's the shot, the basket by number 24, Lamar Wright. It's short. Hayden Sprinkle with the rebound. Outlet pass to Jarrett. Jarrett will try the 3. He's off the mark. Rebound by English. Quick pass to Smith. Nice no-look pass to number 5, Trey Edwards, who lays it off the glass. Gives the Link Year Prep School the lead, 22-21. Raider basketball into Fonda. Fonda's going to get charged with the call to the charging foul. Talon Fonda got the ball as he turned his, the gentleman guarding him was right next to him. He sent him skidding across the floor. Fonda went and shot it and make it, but they wave off the points. Called the foul on Talon. Hits his first foul. 3 for the Raiders in the ball game so far. Just 2 for the Lions. Got players checking in. Looks like number 5, Aaron Tate's going to check in for the Raiders. Chase Adams, point guard, guarded by AB. Number 10 guarding number 10. Lions run their offense. Nearing the 10-minute mark in the first half. Quick outlet, baseline pass to English. She goes in. Shot is blocked by Talon Fonda. Great block right there. Tristan Jarrett to the basket. Lays it off the glass and scores for the Raiders. That fast break basket makes it a 23-22 game. Nice offensive move there by Tristan Jarrett. Jumped in traffic. Just laid it off the glass. Here's the shot by Chase Adams off the mark. Talon Fonda ends up with it for the Raiders. Dribbles down to Jarrett on the baseline. Here's his baseline jump shot. It's good. Tristan Jarrett for 3. Gives the Raiders a 4-point margin, 26-22. 5 quick points by Tristan Jarrett to put the Raiders back in the lead. Adams, the point guard. Passes it to Marquis English. Ball's tipped loose. Here's Boogie Jama with the outlet pass. Tristan Jarrett went to pass it to Fonda. Ball's knocked loose by number 12, Jesus Calalario. Let me get it right. Jesus, where is he from? He's not in the program book tonight, so they got him from somewhere. Didn't make the program, but he's in uniform tonight. He had a nice play right there. Fonda takes it to the basket, a little strong off the mark. Rebound by the Lions. Ball tipped around in the half court. The Lions come up with it. Danny Smith with it. Now to Gavin Harris. The Jackson native shoots, misses. Rebound by number 3, Khalil Johnson. Johnson brings it down for the Raiders. Hands off to Hayden Sprinkle. Back to Khalil Johnson. Johnson on the baseline. He'll shoot the jumper. Off the mark. Aaron Tate comes in with the offensive board. Grabs it, lays it right back in the basket. Nice play by Aaron Tate. Makes our score 28-22. Raiders by 6. Danny Smith with the ball for the Lions. Back to Chase Adams. Harris once again shoots and makes it. The Jackson, Missouri native three-pointer makes it a 28-25 game. Pass is tipped away by the Lions, picked up by the Lions. Fast break right back the other direction. Danny Smith with it. Shoots, misses. Tristan Jarrett comes down with the rebound for the Raiders. Dribbles with the left hand. Double clutch off the glass and score it. Tristan Jarrett got in the air, double clutched it so he wouldn't get it blocked. Gingerly lays it off the glass for 2 points. Makes the score 30-25. Danny Smith answers for the Lions. Takes it right straight to the basket, double pumps, and makes it himself. We have a timeout on the floor. Wow, I could use a swig of Mountain Dew right now. 7:31. This is fast and furious action. Raiders lead 30-27. We'll take a much-deserved timeout. You are listening to Three Rivers Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm. Welcome to the Three Rivers track meet tonight, folks. Bring your sneakers. These fellas are getting up and down the court at a breakneck pace at the moment. Raiders lead 30-27, 7:31 left before halftime. This game is moving fast, folks. This is a transitional basketball game up and down the floor. If you like fast break basketball, you found the right spot tonight. You got the feeling this is going to be a high-scoring affair. We do have a AB's whistled for the foul. Raiders were on offense that time. They got AB with the moving screen as he was setting the pick for Khalil Johnson. So we'll go back the other direction. This will be Lions basketball. Chase Adams walks it down now for the Lions. Dribbles with the left hand. Ball goes in the paint to Austin Johnson. He goes up the shot, misses. Danny Smith with it. His shot is no good. Smith and Johnson, both big physical kids. Smith may have caught a finger to the eyeball. We're going to have a quick whistle on the floor. Smith's on the other end of the floor right now. He went in for the shot, and he usually follows up his shot with the, a good basketball, follow up the shot, as they always say. But he kind of turned and walked the other direction, kind of towards the cheer squad. And I'm speculating from my vantage point here in the seats that what may have happened, I'm not for sure, but it looked to be like he may have caught an errant finger, accidental finger in the eye or something of that nature. The trainers are attending to him right now. So we've got still, they're going to bring in number 5, Trey Edwards. Here comes Smith coming back the other way, and that's what it looks like. He may have caught someone's finger in the eyeball. That does not feel good. Smith will sit out for a few minutes. He's a 6'5" player from Chicago, Illinois. So the Raiders will inbounds right across from us. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Tate with the ball. Swings around to Fonda. Fonda for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped high, but out of bounds by AB. The ball will go back to the Lions. Raiders lead by 3. Calalero to inbounds to Chase Adams. Adams dribbles with the left hand. Hands off to Gavin Harris from Jackson, Missouri. Back to Adams. Adams for the fadeaway jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, AB. Outlet pass to Talon Fonda. Fonda crosses the timeline with it. Hayden Sprinkle now on the wing. Over to Aaron Tate. Good to see Tate back on the squad. He missed the game recently. A little under the weather, but he's back. Tate takes it to the basket. High off the glass, no good. Rebound by Harris. Outlet pass to Edwards for the Lions. Out to number 12, Calalero. Here's the long jump shot by Trey Edwards, and it's good. Put some major arch on that ball. Up and down, right through the middle of the basket. Ties the score at 30. 5:49 left before halftime. Tie score. Here's Chase Adams. Steals the ball. Goes in for the layup. He's going to be fouled before the shot, I think. Aaron Tate's going to get charged with the foul. Coach Brian Best mentioned how quick Chase Adams was in the pregame show. And he has lived up to the billing. Shortest player on the floor, but probably the fastest player on the floor. He's going to AB's going to have a big job tonight guarding number 10, Chase Adams. Adams also from Chicago. He has the ball now on the wing, dribbles in the paint, reverse layup is good. Adams' layup gives the Lions a 2-point lead, 32-30 over Three Rivers. Here's Tristan Jarrett with the ball. He's going to shoot the 3, drains it. Top of the key. Tristan Jarrett's tray makes it 33-32. Raiders back up by 1. Lion basketball. Adams hands off to Gavin Harris. Harris waits for the pick. The give and go back to Adams. Adams guarded by Khalil Johnson. Dribbles in. Ball was knocked loose. We'll see what happened there. I got screened on that one. There was a whistle. Must have called him for the walk. Ball goes back to the Raiders. Raiders up 1. 5:01 left before halftime. Halftime today, we should have a special treat for you. I believe one of the members of the Lady Raiders basketball team is going to come talk to us. Lady Raiders have a 15-3 mark on the season. I'd like to ask a few questions of those gals. They're having a great season. Austin Parker goes in with the layup, reverse layup. Ball rims in and out. Back to the Lions. Lions could go ahead right here. Out to Gavin Harris. Now to Chase Adams. Drains it from the top of the key. Chase Adams' tree makes it a 35-33 game. Lions by 2. Here's Jarrett going to stop, pop. The ball rattles about. Who's got it? A couple players had a chance to tip that one in. It doesn't go for the Raiders. Lions come right back down. Chase Adams down with the layup, and it's good. Chase Adams come down, the crossover layup. Went high in the air. Nice finger roll. Gets the roll off of the glass. Gets the basket. Gives the Lions the 4-point lead. 37-33 right now. Link Year Prep with the advantage. Adams will go to the line to shoot the free throw. That foul was whistled on Khalil Johnson. 6 fouls in the ballgame for the Raiders, just 2 for the Lions. Adams to the line to shoot. It's up. It goes. He got the shooter's roll. He got the top spin roll that goes in the basket. Raiders down by 5, 38-33. Getting close to the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Here's Jarrett with it. He backs the opponent down, takes to the basket and scores. Jarrett for 2. Now Jarrett's being guarded by Chase Adams. Adams is the fastest player on the floor, I would recollect. But at 5'8", he's being guarded by the 6'4" Tristan Jarrett. Now for the Raiders, you want that kind of mismatch. Jarrett taking it to him with using his height as an advantage, and he uses it to his advantage that time with the basket. 38-35, Raiders by 3. Lions with the ball. Here comes Adams to the basket. He dribbles, and they're going to call the foul on the floor, I believe. AB is going to get whistled for the foul. AB is a 6'2" sophomore from Lagos, Nigeria. He will send Chase Adams back to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. 7 fouls for the Raiders in the first half, just 2 for the Lions. Adams back to the line to shoot a pair. Of course, now if you want to play the game within the game, the Link Year coach on offense is trying to use Chase Adams' quickness to an advantage mismatch against the Raiders. Makes the first free throw. Number 10, Chase Adams, to shoot another. Dribbles. The ball is up. And the Chicago native makes them both, making the score 40-35. AB checks out for the Raiders. Coming in again, number 2, Mandarius Dickerson. Inbounds to Dickerson. 3.5 left before halftime. Raiders down by 5. Nice behind the back dribble by Dickerson. Gives the ball to Jarrett. His shot is off the mark. Rebound by Gavin Harris. Harris dribbles down with the left hand, guarded by Sprinkle. Over to Danny Smith. He's back in the game after the eye injury. Back to Harris, the Jackson, Missouri native, guarded by Hayden Sprinkle. Gives it up to Smith, 13 on the shot clock. We have a whistle on the floor. Number 3 is going to be Harris, going to be charged with the moving pick. Ball will go back to the Raiders. Inbounds by Dickerson. He dribbles in the left hand. Going to try to use the height advantage over Adams, who shoots, misses. Ball's knocked loose, picked up by Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles down with the left hand, spin move to the basket, off the glass. Score it. Tristan Jarrett with the nifty move makes it a 40-37 game. Raiders down by 3. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left before halftime here at the Best Activity Center. Adams guarded by Dickerson. Dribbles with the left hand, crossover to the right. Picked up by Fonda. They swing it around to 32. Marquise English, who stops, shoots, and scores. That 3 makes it a 43-37 game. Raiders down by 6. Fonda brings it down for the Raiders. Dribbles with the left hand. Scoop shot to the basket. Off the mark, no good. Parker gets a tap at it at the basket. Doesn't go for him. Rebound by number 32, Marquise English. English to Chase Adams, number 10. 2 minutes left before halftime. Here's Adams to the basket. Wow, is he quick, folks. He is just quick. His shot is no good, but it's followed up by Marquise English. His basket gives the Lions an 8-point lead, 45-37. Coach Gene Best not liking the call by the official there, letting him have a little bit. Tristan Jarrett takes it to the basket, lays it high off the glass, and scores. He is fouled on that play. Number 24, Lamar Wright, whistled for the foul. Just the 4th foul in the first half for the Lions. That will send Tristan Jarrett to the line to shoot a free throw. Hayden Sprinkle comes out for a breather, and coming back in for the Raiders, number 3, Khalil Johnson. Free throw is good, makes it a 45-40 game. 1:41 left before halftime. Danny Smith with the ball. Dribbles with the left hand. Out to Gavin Harris. Danny Smith to the basket, lays it off the glass and scores. Raiders down by a touchdown. 47-40 is our score. Here comes Tristan Jarrett. Dribbles in, ball's knocked loose. Rattles around, no good. We're going to see who the fouls are going to be whistled on. Number 3, Gavin Harris whistled for the infraction. The Jackson, Missouri native has 2 fouls on the day. That's going to send Tristan Jarrett to the free throw line. His first free throw is up. It's good. Scores 47-41. Coming into the game will be number 12, Jesus Calolero. And 32, Marquise English back in for the Lions. Jarrett to shoot a second. Free throw is up, and it's good. Raiders down by 5, 75 seconds left before halftime. Each possession kind of counts. If you're the Raiders, you'd like to cut into this lead a little bit before you get to the halftime. So we'll see what happens as we go down. 1 minute left in this contest. But oh, my goodness. 1 minute left before halftime. High lob pass inside. The player jumped, couldn't catch it. It literally goes off his fingertips into the basket. Wow, tough break for the Raiders. Tristan Jarrett comes down quickly with a baseline jumper, no good. Here come the Lions. Ball's tipped around, going to be picked up by Khalil Johnson. Quick pass to Talon Fonda. Fonda takes it in the lane, lays it up the left hand, no good. It rolls around and goes in. Give Austin Parker the basket on that. He jumped up, tipped it back in the basket. 49-44, 25 seconds left before halftime. Looks like Coach Danius just wants to slow it down now for the Link Year Prep Lions. They're going to play for the last shot. Up 5, 49-44 is our score. We're at the 12-second mark. Mardaris Dickerson versus Chase Adams. Going to dribble it out at 7, at 6. Adams dribbles with the right hand at 3, at 2. Here's the shot to fight number 12 at the buzzer. It's no good. Jesus Calolero takes the baseline jumper and misses at the buzzer. So that makes our halftime score 49-44. That's a fast-paced first half of basketball action. Raiders down by 5 points as they go to the locker room. Got a special treat for you at halftime. We're going to have a member of the Lady Raiders come over and talk to us about their season. They are 15-3 on the season. They haven't lost a game since November. They got a good thing going on, and we're going to talk to them at halftime, and I'll also have a breakdown of the stats for you here on the halftime show. Glad you're hanging out with us today. This is Raider basketball. We're going to take time out. It's the halftime presentation. After this timeout, we'll be back with a member of the Lady Raiders. This is Three Rivers basketball on 97.5 The Storm. Who's going to talk? Okay. Once you put these on, you may have to set. You got not enough rope on me there? Okay. Put those on. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to put your microphone up. Okay. Now I want you to say, my name is Danae Watson.
My name is Danae Watson.
Okay. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what we're talking, they can't hear us on the radio right now. You can hear the commercial in your ear, but they can't hear us on the webcast. So please, no profanity. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just messing with you. All right, you got Anaya Pettis sitting with you. Anaya, that's Roger Burton. Be careful. He's mean, okay? When I grow up, I wanted to be him. So he's good people. They're good people. Now, Danae, we're going to talk. I'm just going to ask you questions about the season, about your games, winning all these games. We're going to talk about you being from Bradenton, Florida a little bit, how you ended up here. I may ask you what your major is in school. I may ask you if you've ever seen snow before, or if you've ever seen that much snow as we just come out of in Sedalia and Moberly and stuff like that, okay?
Okay.
It's 13-minute mark before halftime. We'll talk for 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Okay? All right, good deal. You want to talk about your boyfriend on the radio?
No, I don't have one.
Okay. Not yet. Give us time. It's halftime at the Best Activity Center. The Raiders are down by a score of 49-44 to the Lions of Link Year Prep. Glad to have you along tonight. We've got a special guest at halftime. And throughout this season, We've had a chance to talk to a member of the cheer squad. We've had a chance to talk to a member of the softball team. Tonight we have a member of the basketball team, the Lady Raiders, with us. She wears the uniform number 1, and her name is Danae Watson. Danae, welcome to the world of radio. Have you ever been on the radio before?
No, I have not.
First time. Danae comes from Bradenton, Florida.
Yes.
How does a Floridian end up in Poplar Bluff, Missouri? Can you tell us your story a little bit?
Okay, well, my senior year in high school, they had recruited me, and they told me about their program and everything, and I came to my visit, and I liked it, so I was like, okay, I'll come to Poplar Bluff.
Is Poplar Bluff different than Bradenton, Florida?
Yes, it very is.
Full disclosure, Danae, my wife has lots and lots of family in Florida.
Okay.
I've been in Florida lots around the Orlando, Oviedo area in Central Florida, and then Tampa, St. Pete, and that part of the world. I love Florida, but it is vastly different than Missouri. There's hills here. There's 4 seasons here. Has this winter seemed very cold to you being a Floridian?
Yes, it's freezing.
We just came back from a blizzard trip to Sedalia, Missouri, and Moberly, Missouri. Against Moberly, the big win the other day, you had 18 points. Have you ever seen that much snow in your life?
No, that was actually my first time ever seeing it. So
My goodness.
It was kind of weird.
What did you think?
I was like, I'm not used to this. And then I didn't have the correct shoes, so I was kind of stuck.
Haley Erickson is from Oregon County. I live in Carter County. We're kind of hillbillies. So we brought our muck boots, and everybody's making fun of the way we looked until it snowed. Then all you Supreme College athletes wearing your trendy Nike shoe apparel, your feet were freezing. My feet was very warm. So I think we learned a valuable lesson.
Yes.
Travel with plastic bags so you can tie them over your shoes when you walk in the sludge of frozen snow like that. You guys are 15-3 on the season. It is a lot of fun watching your guys' style of play. I tell people the Lady Raiders start basically 4 guards and a forward, and it's a track meet up and down the floor. You play, I guess you play guard. You jump the ball, but you're playing a guard. In high school, did you play guard like that?
A little bit. It was like a little bit back and forth with playing the guard and then the forward, so it was kind of switching in high school.
Do you like this style of play you guys play up and down the court?
Yes, I do.
It is fast break basketball. It is fun to watch. Coach Walk and I were students together at Three Rivers College. Coach Best was our teacher way back in the day. And I like the way he and Coach Wiggs kind of adjust to what talent they have.
Right.
Their scheme kind of fits you guys as kind of a run and gun up and down the floor, and it's a lot of fun to watch. I've heard that you didn't play basketball your entire life. You kind of came to the sport late. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I started in my sophomore year in high school, but I wasn't good.
Okay.
So I started really getting into it when my senior year in high school. So.
Did you go to high school in Bradenton?
Yes,
What was
I did.
What was the name of your high school?
Manatee High School.
Manatee High School. Okay, I've
Yeah.
heard that before. So you're relatively new to the game. A lot of players today, in this part of the world especially, have specialized in one sport. They play traveling basketball, school basketball. So you're kind of late to the game of basketball, yet you're uber athletic. Did you play other sports growing up?
Yes, I did track. I was in track like from middle school until my senior year in high school, and then I started basketball, and I kind of focused more on basketball.
Okay.
So that was kind of like my main sport.
Was there a basketball coach that saw you somewhere and said, "Hey, you've got a basketball physique. You're about 5'10". You have long arms, but you're really, really fast."
Right.
That's a great basketball physique. Does some coach see you someday and go, "Hey, why don't you try out for the basketball team"?
Yeah, we had a new coach. So when we got a new coach, he was like, I want you to try out for our team, because most people didn't go out because we had a new coach.
Sure.
So I tried it, and then he helped me so much.
Good.
And then I
Good.
got better.
Okay.
And
You're a freshman here at Three Rivers, right?
yes.
Okay, so you'll be back next year, I'm
Yes,
hoping.
sir.
All right, yeah, that's good. So this game, does it seem to be coming easier and easier and easier to you?
Yes, sir. I like it. Yeah, I actually love it now.
Yeah.
Because since I've been here, last year I was a red shirt, so I got to
Oh, okay.
actually see the gameplay.
Okay.
So now that I'm playing this year, I actually love it.
That's great. You have a chance to grow, watch the game, get acclimated to the game, and grow into it. I did not realize it. That's neat. This is my first year in this job. I just retired from the school business, and you have a chance to do these games. I was superintendent of a school that had a really good track and field program.
Seriously?
What was your track events that you like to participate in?
I did the 100, the 200, the 4x1, and the 4x4.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was a javelin catcher when I was in school. That's
Seriously?
a tough spot to be in because the
Man.
spear's coming. I'm kind of joking there. That's humor. That's radio humor right
Oh,
there.
God.
Okay, just kind of go with me on
I
that.
thought
okay?
you were being for real.
No, there's much sarcasm that comes in this position. I
Okay.
kind of just do this for myself, so just go with me here. I promised before we came out of the commercial break I would not talk about your boyfriend. So I want to know what you're going to major in, what you want to be when you grow up.
I'm majoring in pre-law, and I want to
Oh.
be a lawyer, so
Fantastic.
we'll see how that goes.
I would love to tell you about the lawyer, my attorney that I had when I was a school superintendent.
Okay.
She's a probably a 35-year-old gal from St. Louis, has 2 little kids, a neat husband, neat gal, but she's fantastic. And for a young lady like you who has a lot on the ball, I think you'd be gangbusters in the legal field. So that's exciting. If you know me, I always need a good lawyer. So stay close. I'll give you my card when you graduate.
Okay,
I'm
that's
going to be your
fine.
client. You're sitting next to Anaya Pettis from North Little Rock, Arkansas. Anaya, we only have 2 sets of headphones, so Anaya's just kind of listening in. Do you want to comment on her boyfriends or anything like that before we get out of this?
She doesn't have any.
Okay, that's the politically correct answer. She didn't come to the game with one, but she might leave with one. So, Anaya Pettis, thank you for coming over too. It's great having you back on the squad. Once the cast came off, you gave a lot to this team. Been a nice addition as well. I get a chance to do a lot of your guys' webcast ball games, and I've had a chance to travel with you guys a little bit. Been a lot of fun hanging out with the Lady Raiders. 15-3 on the season. Let's keep it rolling, girls. And again,
Yes, we will.
Danae, thank you for coming over
You're
and
welcome.
chatting with us. And stay right there, and we're going to slip right back into the commercial break.
Okay.
Anaya Pettis, Danae Watson from the Lady Raiders. Come out and watch them Saturday, 2 o'clock. They play Crowder right here at the Best Activity Center. Come out and watch them in action. I think you'll like the show that they will put on. We'll take a quick commercial break. I'll come back, break down the first half scoring, and we'll be right back into the second half of action before you know it. Raiders down 49-44. It's halftime. It's Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm. I had you stay there because your mic was on, and it's real noisy when you take it off. That's why I waited you out. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
That was fun, wasn't it? You did good. You did really, really well. You weren't too nervous or anything, were you?
I was fine.
Yeah, you talk.
I'm a pro.
Well, you are a pro at this. You're gonna make a great lawyer. You need to be a prosecuting attorney. You did a really good job. Next time we'll put you on. Okay. This is fun for the audience instead of me just droning on game after game.
Right.
I'm trying to get a baseball player next and a rodeo team member. Trying to talk to one person from every team.
Okay.
So thanks you for being a good sport today. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Now that'll be on the webcast, Danae. If you go back to the webcast and rewind it, you'll be able to hear it on the webcast.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
We're back at the Best Activity Center where it is halftime. Raiders down 49-44 to the Lions of Link Year Prep. We'll run down the first half scoring for you. 2 players in double figures for the Lions, number 12, Danny Smith, and number 10, Chase Adams. For the first half, the Lions are 12 for 27 from the field, 7 for 12 from the three-point line, and 4 for 6 from the free throw line. giving them 49 points. For the Raiders, they have 44 points total. Boogie Jama with 4 points. Dickerson is yet to score. Khalil Johnson with 2. Aaron Tate with 2. AB has a 3-pointer on the day. Talon Fonda with 2 points. Hayden Sprinkle is yet to score. Austin Parker with 8 points. And Tristan Jarrett leads all scorers with 23 first-half points. He is 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 4 from the 3-point arc, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, giving him 23 points total. In the first half, the Raiders are 15 for 31 from the field for 48%, only 3 of 11 from the 3-point arc for 27.3%, but they are 5 for 5 from the free throw line, giving them 44 points. Largest run of the game for the Raiders was a 9-0 clip, and the Lions finished strong with a 10-0 clip towards halftime, giving them the score, the advantage, a 49-44 advantage. Big thanks to Danae Watson. She is a sweetheart of a kid. She wears the uniform #1 for the Raiders. She's also one of the 6 players scoring in double figures. I get a chance to travel with both the men and women's team from time to time. I try not to come across on 97.5 as a real homer type of announcer. Just try to call it right down the middle if I can. But a really good group of young men and women. They're a lot of fun to hang out with, travel with, talk to. They recruit people of good character, and Danae is a dandy, as they say. Great talking to her at halftime. She's a member of the Lady Raiders. Come out and watch them Saturday as they take on Crowder at 2 o'clock. We'll webcast that game on Saturday. We'll take our final timeout of the halftime, and we'll be back with the second half of basketball action. Raiders down 49-44. We get ready for the second half of basketball right here on 97.5 The Storm. We're ready here in the second half. Lions will get the ball first. Here's Chase Adams down with it. Swings it out to number 12. Now in the paint. Austin Johnson, hook shot is good. Lions have a 7-point lead, 51-44 as we're just getting started in the second half. The Raiders find themselves down. They're going to have to make a little bit of a comeback here. Here's AB with the ball. Goes one-on-one with Calilero. AB's fadeaway jump shot is a little bit short. Rebound by Austin Johnson. Chase Adams going to pull up the jump shot off the back of the rim, no good. Tristan Jarrett with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Austin Parker. Parker up the left hand off the glass, doesn't fall for him. Rebound by Gavin Harris. Harris wears number 3 from Jackson, Missouri. He shoots the 3. He makes the 3. Raiders down 10, 54-44. Tristan Jarrett being double teamed. Bounce pass to Khalil Johnson just across the timeline just in time. Johnson backs Chase Adams down. He goes with the left hand, now the right. Adams on defense, going to get whistled for the foul. We've talked a little bit about this fella. Chase Adams wears uniform number 10, 5'8", shortest guy on the floor, but probably the fastest, quickest guy on the floor. He is a nice player. Several college scouts here tonight watching some of the Lions from Link Prep. Also taking a look at Tristan Jarrett, according to Coach Brian Bess. See about 6 dudes over there with clipboards right now. Taking names, folks. They're taking names. They're on the list. Tristan Jarrett takes it to the basket and scores. Cuts the lead to 8. 54-46 at the 18-minute mark here in the second half of basketball action. You're on the list. Going to have a whistle away from the ball. Number 12, Talon Fonda. He was guarding number 9, Austin Johnson, which is a tall order. Austin Johnson, 6'9" from Atlanta, Georgia. Talon Fonda whistle for the foul. Each team now with 1 foul in the second half. Lions swing it around. Jesus shoots it. Calolero misses, but Adams comes in with the rebound. His ball is blocked by Khalil Johnson. AB with the ball, and he gets knocked down by number 9, Austin Johnson. AB draws the foul. AB is just energy, folks. Harness that energy. You could run a city for weeks. AB, energy guy, defender, hustler. He's a lot of fun to watch. Number 10 for the Raiders from Lagos, Nigeria. Abayadame Timiai, we'll call him AB. He has the ball right now. Hands off to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles baseline. Gets knocked to the floor. They're going to call the foul on number 12, Jesus Calolero. Not sure if they're going to call that before the shot. They're going to call it on the floor. So the Raiders will take the ball out. Jarrett to take the ball out underneath their own basket. Right in front of the cheer squad and Rocky Raider. Good to have them here tonight. Quick inbounds pass to Khalil Johnson. Lays it off the glass and scores. Cuts the lead to 6, 54-48. Raiders down. Keep plugging away, keep chipping away at these leads. Here's Adams guarded by AB. Swings it around down to Johnson. To Gavin Harris on the wing, guarded by Hayden Sprinkle. In the paint to Johnson, guarded by Fonda. Fonda goes to the block, doesn't get it. Ball falls for Austin Johnson. The left-handed hook shot makes it a 56-48 game. Fonda now to Johnson. His shot is no good. Jarrett gets it. Reverse layup underneath the basket is good. Cuts the lead to 6, 56-50. Jarrett led all scorers with 23 first half points, trying to keep the Raiders in this one. Down 6. Hand off to Adams. Adams dribbles baseline. Ball is picked off by Tristan Jarrett. He leads the fast break. It's a 2-on-3. He's going to take it himself to the basket and scores. Tristan Jarrett, the odds were against him. 2-on-3. Takes it strong to the basket. Nice layup off the glass. Cuts the lead to 4. 56-52. Lions lead. Danny Smith comes in. His layup is no good. Ball's tipped around. Talon Fonda ends up with it. Fast break opportunity again for the Raiders. Here comes Jarrett. Takes it into the basket. He's going to draw the foul that time. Jesus Calolero went for the block. Got Jarrett with the body. It will send Jarrett to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 4th team foul for the Lions here in the second half. Raiders just with 1. That foul will send in number 32, Marquise English, for the Lions. But first, Jarrett's free throw is up. Rattles around, rattles in. Gets the shooter's roll. Cuts the lead to 3, 56-53. Fonda will check out, and number 12, Jesus Calolero check out. Number 12 and number 12 both check out. Free throw is good. Cuts the lead to 2, 56-54. Give Jarrett both free throws. Interesting tonight if you're a numerologist. Number 10 is guarded number 10. Number 1 is guarded number 1. Kind of interesting if you're a nerd. Maybe I am one. Now here's number 3, Harris, being guarded by Sprinkle. They pass it in to Smith. His turnaround jumper is good. Sprinkle from North County, Gavin Harris from Jackson. A couple of Southeast Missouri guys dueling tonight. Long pass to AB. He's going to try the 3. Drains it right in front of the student section. AB cuts the lead to 1. 58-57 is our score. Quick timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. The Raiders have cut it to a 1-point deficit. This is Three Rivers Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. We're back. 15-15 left in this contest. Raiders have cut the lead to a 58-57 deficit. During the timeout, Danny Smith, the player for the Lions, he's 6'5", from Chicago, very vocal in the timeout to his teammates. We got to start talking, he's saying. We got to start communicating. So just watching their body language, looks like the Raiders have caught a second wind, if you will, and they're making a comeback. Right now, the Lions look a little bit gassed. We'll see what happens the next 4 or 5 minutes in this contest. Here's the pass into Smith. He didn't look gassed that time. The alley-oop to number 9, Austin Johnson, slams it home. Makes it a 60-57 game. We've got a quick foul call. Danny Smith's going to be called for the foul in the inbounds pass. For Smith, his second foul of the contest. 5 fouls on the Lions here in the second half, just 1 for the Raiders. Man-to-man pressure all over the court now. Here's Jarrett with the long baseball pass to Khalil Johnson. Back to Jarrett. Jarrett with the crossover dribble and the shot. It's no good. Ball's knocked around. Picked it by Chase Adams. Down to Danny Smith. Takes it to the basket. Misses the shot. Goes to the floor. The foul's going to be on Khalil Johnson. Smith went to the floor, helped up by Tristan Jarrett. Good sportsmanship there by number 4. Smith to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. As I mentioned the first half, one of my good friends from high school is named Danny Smith. Danny was a pretty good ball player for the Needleville Tigers back in the day. That was off the back of the rim, no good. We called Danny Sid. He looked like Sidney Moncrief. There's a dated sports reference. Sidney Moncrief, University of Arkansas. Tremendous player for the Razorbacks back in the day, in the Milwaukee Bucks. This Danny Smith misses the first free throw, but he makes the second. Makes it a 61-57 game. Raiders down by 4. AB with the ball on the wing. Dribbles with the left hand. Guarded by Marquis English. Picks up his dribble. Coach Danius wanted a travel call that time. Didn't get it. Parker goes to pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Khalil Johnson zigged when Austin thought he was going to zag. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to the Lions. Inbounds to Chase Adams, number 10. Chase Adams directs traffic. Goes with the right hand, now the left. Out to Marquis English. His 3 is in and out, no good. Rebound by Talon Fonda. Outlet pass to Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett gives it up to Khalil Johnson. In the paint to Austin Parker. His shot is blocked by Austin Johnson in the battle of the Austins. Long cross-court pass to Danny Smith. Goes in and makes it. Smith elbowed Khalil Johnson, knocked him out of the way, laid it off the glass. Parker went for the block, just missed it. Ball inches in the basket. Opens up a 6-point lead now for the Lions. Talon Fonda with the ball for the Raiders. Over to Jarrett. Maybe the Lions are catching their second wind as well. Here's Jarrett to the pass out to AB. AB dribbles in with the left hand. Score it. AB's basket makes it a 63-59 game. Quickly down to Smith. They're going to call the charging foul. Coach Danius is out of his mind right now. Not happy. Thought it was a block. Khalil Johnson comes out of the game limping on that charge. May have been stepped on. Third foul on number 1, Danny Smith. Smith will come out of the game. That's a good sign for the Raiders. Smith, a nice ball player. So that charging foul, maybe that'll motivate the Raiders to cut into this lead a little bit more. Down 4. Fonda goes down. Lays it off the glass. No good. AB with it. AB takes it strong to the basket, and he draws the foul. Raiders a little bit deeper bench tonight than the Lions. This frantic pace, you would think at some point possibly the Lions could, for lack of a better term, be gassed, get tired. That's why you get in shape to play basketball. It's a 40-minute game. AB's free throw is no good. 13:09 left in the contest. Raiders down by 4. We'll see how this plays out, which team is in a better cardio condition. AB's second shot is good. Cuts the lead to 3. 63-60. Here's Adams with the ball for the Lions. Dribbles with the left hand. Goes right. AB still guarding. Ball's off the leg of Mandarius Dickerson. Dickerson leads the fast break. Goes up and draws the foul. Dickerson guarded hard that time by number 3, Gavin Harris, all the way down the floor. Harris draws the foul. Be his third foul. Dickerson to the line to shoot a couple. Dickerson comes to us from Atlanta, GA. First shot's up. It's good. 2-point deficit now, 63-61. Dickerson to shoot another. Chase Adams comes out of the game for the Lions. Jesus Calolero back in. Second free throw is no good. AB tips it out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. Good hustle by the part of AB. Boogie Jamma gets back in the game. AB's going to take a break. Boogie Jamma wears the uniform number 1 for the Raiders. Lions inbounds, number 13, Peyton Gio. Gio from Paragould, Arkansas. Dribbles with the right hand, double teamed by Dickerson and by Fonda. Finds the open man, here's the shot, it's no good. Trey Edwards misses the 3. Raiders have a chance to tie or go ahead. Tristan Jarrett straight to the basket with the layup, no good, but he's going to draw the foul. 24, Lamar Wright whistled for the foul. That'll send Jarrett to the line. Jarrett, if you give him 6-8 inches, he can just find the opening, find the crack, and go right through offensively. Takes the ball to the basket so effectively. Just a treat to watch on the offensive side of things. Got a nose for that basket, averaging 29 points a game, number 1 in the nation in Division I basketball. His point makes it a 63-62. Raiders have cut the lead to 1. 12-20 left in the contest. Lions on offense. Jarrett guarding Marquis English. Ball's knocked loose. Who touched it last? Going to say Jarrett touched it last. Going to be blue basketball. Lions will take the ball right out, take it out right in front of us here at the media table. 13 seconds left on the shot clock for Link Park. Inbounds number 32, Marquise English. English takes to the basket. Ball is knocked loose, picked up by Hayden Sprinkle. Sprinkle's outlet pass is blocked by Marquis English. He's going to go right to the basket and lays it off the glass. English blocked the pass. Ball goes straight up in the air. He picks it up, lays it off the glass, scores it. 65-62, Lions by 3. Under 12 minutes in the contest here in the second half. Glad to have you along tonight for the ride on 97.5. Boogie Jamma with the ball. Raiders shot clock at 14. Boogie's going to try the long 3. It's no good. Fonda's follow-up is no good. Coach Brian Shearer says he may have been a little foul there. Raiders don't get the call. Number 13 in the paint, too. Number 12, Calolero. His basket is good. Calolero with the spin move gives the Lions a quick 5-point lead. Coach Gene Best giving the ref a little earful as he run by. I think they thought Fonda may have been fouled in the last offensive series. Sprinkle for a long 3 off the glass, no good. Fonda picks it up, knocked loose from him by number 12, Calolero. His pass is stolen by Tristan Jarrett. Jarrett fast breaks for the Raiders. Gives it up to Boogie Jamma, who lays it off the glass and scores. Give the assist to Jarrett, give the points to Boogie Jamma. Our score is 67-64. Raiders down by 3. English has the ball in the wing. Here's the long jump shot by number 13, Peyton Guillot. It's no good, but he comes back and steals the outlet pass. Gives it up to Trey Edwards. They go in for the alley-oop. It's no good. Picked up by Tristan Jarrett. Here comes the Raiders. Talon Fonda lays it off the glass and scores. Raiders cut the lead down to 1. 1-point deficit. 67-66. Lions with the lead. Raiders keep hanging around. If you're a Raider fan tonight, you want them to get ahead at some point to see if the Lions can answer back. Here's the give and go to number 24, Lamar Wright. His basket's good. Give the assist to number 12, Jesus Calolero. Long outlet pass to Mardarius Dickerson. He'll try the jump shot. Rims out, no good. A rebound, number 12, Calolero. He gets the ball stolen from Boogie Jamma. Jarrett ends up with the ball. Jarrett Euro step to the basket and scores. Tristan Jarrett's basket cuts the lead to 1 more time. 69-68. Link Year Prep leads by 1. Calolero on the wing, guarded by Boogie Jamma. Spin move to the basket. He's going to draw the foul. Kept dribbling behind his back. Spin move, spin move, spin move. As he went to make the pass, he got up in the air and was fouled by Boogie Jamma. So that'll send him to the line to shoot. We do have a timeout on the floor. 9:18 left in the contest. The Raiders are down 1. We'll take a timeout as well. This is Three Rivers Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. Raider cheer squad on the floor, getting this audience electrified, pumped up. Fun audience here tonight, having a good night in the Best Activity Center, seeing a good ball game right now. Raiders down 1, 69-68, 9:18 left in this contest. Right now, Tristan Jarrett leads all scorers with 34 points as we gear up for the back nine, as they call it, the final 9 minutes of this contest. If you're sitting here in the gym tonight, the Raiders have a little deeper bench and this frantic pace. You think at some point, I keep thinking the Lions are just going to kind of run out of gas. The fuel tank might be empty, much to my chagrin. A while ago when I thought they were done, boom, they hit a couple of shots right in a row and opened the lead back up to about 6 points. Raiders keep kind of chipping away at it. It's a 1-point game right now. Of course, as the Raider Nation hopes that they ever get ahead, sometimes it's interesting to see what the other team will do. The Lions have had the lead for most of this ball game. They inbounds it to Danny Smith, now back to Chase Adams. They've set their starters out a little bit and rested them up. They're back in now. Here comes Adams to Smith. Long jump shots off the mark. Austin Johnson saves it before it goes out of bounds. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 3. Raiders come up with the ball. Here's AB, 2-on-1 fast break. AB to the basket. AB scores. Okay, the Raiders are ahead now, 70-69. We'll see what the Lions will do after falling behind by 1. Raiders up, 70-69, just under 9 minutes. Here's Adams with the shot. They're going to call the charging foul on Chase Adams. He cannot believe it. Adams, the point guard, dribbles in. They're going to draws the charge. Lion fans aren't real happy with that call. Raider fans are very happy with that call. Second foul on Johnson. 10 fouls for the Lions in the second half, just 3 for the Raiders. Raiders up 70-69, 8.5 left. Here comes Boogie Jamma, spins to the basket. They're going to call him with the walk before the shot. Did the spin move way out front, stepped in. When he got in the air, they blew the whistle, so he took 1 step too many. Ball goes back to the Lions. Adams brings down the ball. Gio and Harris, Smith and Johnson in for the Link Prep group. Here's the jump shot by Adams, no good. Rebound by Tristan Jarrett. Long pass down the floor to Boogie Jamma. The ball knocked out of bounds. So the Raiders will take the ball out underneath their own basket. Tristan Jarrett to engineer the inbounds pass. Into Boogie Jamma, baseline. Gives it up to Parker. Now to Fonda. Fonda for 3. Count it. Tristan Fonda drains the 3. Extends the Raiders' lead to 4. 73-69. Raiders with the lead. Danny Smith with the ball for the Lions. He's at the baseline. Quickly double team. Out to Gio. Out to Adams. Adams from the elbow. Shoots, misses. Rebound, AB. Here come the Raiders. High outlet pass to Jarrett. Jarrett goes in, hangs in the air, misses the shot. Rebound by Parker. Parker goes up, gets a shot block. Ball is tipped out of boop, boop. Gio comes up with it. Good defense that time by the Lions. Smith takes the extra step, misses the shot. Ball's tipped around again. Who's got it? We're going to have a jump ball, I think. Check that. It's going to be a foul on the Raiders. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. The crowd goes wild. The ball was tipped around, picked up by Johnson. Parker grabs the ball. They blow the whistle, and it says before it was the jump ball, it was the foul. The Raider Nation disgusted with that call right now. Inbounds pass to the Lions. The mood turned from festive to ugly in just a matter of moments. Terrible call, but we'll keep playing. There's a foul. That one was legit. At least they got their money's worth on that one. Number 33, Austin Parker, whistled for that foul as well. Went for the block, got him with the body. That's going to send number 1, Danny Smith, to the line. Those 2 quick fouls, just the first 2 in the game for Austin Parker. Smith to the line to shoot. Smith, 6'5" player from Chicago, Illinois. First one's up, rims out, no good. Hayden Sprinkle back in, AB out for a breather. For the Raiders now, it'll be Austin Parker, Hayden Sprinkle, Talon Fonda, Mandarius Dickerson, and Tristan Jarrett. Number 3, Gavin Harris, guarding Jarrett all over the floor. Jarrett's completely at the other end. Harris is right with him. Link Year Prep facing the number 1 scorer in the nation. Probably pretty good strategy. Keep somebody on him. Here comes Fonda quickly for Three Rivers. Ball goes down. Shot is blocked. Raiders by 4. Danny Smith comes down and scores. Smith's free throw a while ago was no good. Raiders' fast break basket didn't work. This time it'll send Smith to the line. His basket cuts it to a 2-point deficit, 73-71. Danny Smith back to the line to shoot. Dickerson whistled for the foul. Just his first foul in this ball game. Raiders have 6 fouls in the second half, 10 for the Lions. Danny Smith is set. He shoots and scores. Cuts it back to a 1-point Raider lead. Under 7 minutes left in the game. Our score is 73-72. Raiders by 1. Jarrett takes it to the basket. Spin move. We're going to call the foul away from the ball. Some fancy dribbling that time. Chase Adams all over Jarrett. Jarrett did the behind the back dribble, got past him, took it to the basket and drew the foul. Baseball team and the basketball Lady Raiders in the student section tonight fired up on that play. First free throw is no good. Jarrett to shoot a second. 73-72, Raiders up. That free throw is good. Give them a 2-point lead now. 74-72. 6:43 left in the contest. Adams walks it down now for the Lions, guarded by Dickerson. Out to Smith. Over to Guillot. Inside pass to Parker. Johnson guarded by Parker. Here's Harris with the ball. Ends up with it for the Lions. He scores. Errant pass was tipped over to him. The Jackson, Missouri native ties the score at 74-74. We're going to call the foul on Chase Adams. He's guarding Mandarius Dickerson one-on-one closely. Right in front of the bench, gets whistled for the foul. That will send Dickerson to the line. For Chase Adams, the 4th foul of this contest. If you're a Raider fan, you've got to have him in a little bit of foul trouble. He is a tremendous guard out there. He may be as fast as any player we've seen this season, but he has 4 fouls. Dickerson to the line to shoot. First free throw. Oh, rattles around and falls for the Raiders, giving them the 1-point lead. Austin Parker out, AB in for the Raiders. We prepare for the second shot by Mandarius Dickerson. It's good. Makes it a 76-74 contest. Raiders extend the lead to 2. Johnson with the ball. Austin Johnson directing traffic at the mismatch, guarded by Dickerson. Got the big height advantage. Ball's tipped around. Talon Fonda ends up with it. Fast break to Tristan Jarrett. Euro step to the basket. The left hand doesn't work. The ball is thrown out of bounds. Turnover by the Lions. Give the ball back to the Raiders, up 2. Under 6 minutes left in this contest. They'll take the ball out directly across from us here at the media table. Fonda to inbounds. Lob pass into Dickerson. Dickerson will bring the ball down for the Raiders. Crosses the timeline, dribbles to the left. He's going to pull up for the jump shot. It's no good. AB comes down with the offensive board. Out to Jarrett. Jarrett's shot is short. AB with another offensive rebound. Out to Sprinkle. Here's Jarrett with the ball. Goes baseline. Looks for a little help. Swings it out to Fonda. For three, no good. Ball rims in and out. Ball ends up in the hands of Danny Smith, number 1. Raiders had their opportunities there. The ball just wouldn't fall. Smith guarded by Dickerson. Quick inside pass to Calalero. He lays it off the glass and ties the score at 76. 5:05 left in the contest. We are tied at 76. Sprinkle with the ball to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles with the right hand, takes it to the basket. He scores. He's going to draw the foul. Jarrett dribbled with the right hand, goes up, shoots it off the glass with authority. Shot it hard. Used the glass, used a little geometry there. The glass had the ball fall, gives the Raiders a 78-76. We're going to check with the referees right now. That ball should count. Okay, very good. Referees came over to make sure the ball went. Tristan shot the ball very hard as he went up off the glass with authority. The ball did fall. Give the refs credit for making sure they got it correct. The shot counts, the free throw counts, gives the Raiders a 79-76 advantage. Under 5 minutes left in this contest. Folks, you got the feeling this is going to be another good one. Pardon my grammar. Ain't nothing easy in this sport, folks. You got to work for it every night. Guillot's going to shoot the three and drains it and ties it. From downtown Paragould, Arkansas, Guillot's shot ties the score. Here's the steal by Gavin Harris for the Lions. Going to take it himself. The runner is good, and just like that, the Lions take the lead. 81-79. Wow, that happened fast. Raiders down by 2. Harris with a nice shot that time. Here's Sprinkle from downtown. His three is way off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Got a timeout on the floor by the Raiders. 4:10 left in the contest. Raiders down 2. This is going to be a good one, folks. Barn burner at the Best Activity Center. We'll take a timeout as well. This is Three Rivers Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. .410 left in this contest. We were tied at 76 apiece just 50 seconds ago. But boom, here come the Lions. 5 quick points gives them a 2-point advantage. 81-79. Lions by 2. 4:10 left in this contest. Got Rocky Raider and the cheer squad on the floor. This has been a good crowd tonight. Good active audience. They've seen a good game. Been a tight one all the way through. As we talk about, ain't nothing easy, folks. It's all night, every night. You got to work for these wins. This is big-time stuff. Here come the Lions. They inbounds. Danny Smith guarded by Talon Fonda. Smith crosses the half-court line, dribbles with the right hand. He's going to take it to the basket. His three-footer is good. Smith, a strong kid. He's had a good game tonight. Gives the Lions the 4-point advantage, 83-79. Jarrett's going to try a three off the glass. In and out, no good. Rebound by Gavin Harris from Jackson, Missouri for the Lions. Lions going to take their time right now. Got a whistle on the floor away from the ball. I guess that's a 10-second infraction right there. They did not get it across the half-court line by the 10-second call, so Raiders get the ball back. I think the Link Year Prep folks kind of got lulled into that. They're trying to grind a little clock and didn't get it across the half-court line. So I give the Raiders the ball. AB with it. Raiders need to score on this possession. Here's Jarrett for three. Drains it. Tristan Jarrett makes the score 83-82 with the long three. Raiders down by 1, 83-82 at the 3:12 mark in this contest. Calalero swings it out to Harris. His jumper's no good. AB comes down with the rebound. Raiders can go ahead on this possession. AB dribbles with the left hand. Now the right, guarded by Smith. He directs traffic. And they're going to call Jarrett with the foul away from the ball. Coach Gene Bess up, not happy with that call. Jarrett got in front of the defender and was trying to jockey for position. And he got the call. He did not get the call. That was a tough break for the Raiders there. 2:43 in this contest. Here comes Harris with the jumper. Cans it. Harris drains it. Jackson, Missouri makes it an 86-82 game. Lions with the lead. AB's going to try to answer, and does. AB for three makes the score 86-85. Raiders down 1. We have a timeout on the court. 2:21 left in this contest. Raiders down by 1. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. 41. Okay. I got a feeling. Yeah. .45. Sprewell and Corey Johnson, it should be, I think. Raiders down 1, 86-85 to the Link Park Lions of Branson, Missouri. 2:21 left in this contest. This is a good one, folks. This is a good one. Hey, again, I keep harping on the phrase, and it's bad grammar, and I say that jokingly. Ain't nothing easy, folks. Got to work for these. These are two good teams, good matchup. You kind of knew early on this was going to come right down to the wire. You just start thinking the momentum goes one way, and then whoosh, it swings back fast the other direction. 86-85. Raiders come out of the timeout. In the game for the Raiders, Khalil Johnson, AB, Talon Fonda, Austin Parker, and Tristan Jarrett. 7 fouls for the Raiders in the second half, 10 for the Lions. The Lions are going to have the ball. Chase Adams, their point guard, back in the game. Raiders offering up man-to-man pressure all over the floor. And away we go. Inbounds to Smith. Smith dribbles down against Khalil Johnson. Here's the pass to Adams. Tipped out to Gavin Harris. 17 on the shot clock for the Lions. He's guarded by Tristan Jarrett. Back to Adams. Adams guarded by AB. 10 on the shot clock. 2 minutes left in the contest. Here's Adams going to take it to the hole. The shot is up. Trickles around. No good. Danny Smith comes up with the offensive glass from the weak side. Lays it off the glass and scores. Raiders down 3. 88-85. Jarrett walks it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Parker. Gives it up to Khalil Johnson. In the paint to Parker. Fonda with it. 15 on the shot clock for the Raiders. AB is going to take it baseline. Hands off to Parker. Parker dribbles in, lays it off the glass. No good. Ball's tipped around. Who's got it? Raiders. Two Raiders crash on the floor right there. Parker and Fonda both going for the ball. Crash. Ball's picked up by Harris. Dribbles down and he calls the timeout. So it's going to be Lions basketball. 80 seconds left in the game. They're up 3, 88-85. We'll take a timeout as well and come back with the conclusion of this contest. Raiders down by 3. This is Three Rivers Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. We're at the Best Activity Center. Our score is 88-85. Raiders down by 3. 1:20 left in this ball game. Link Prep Lions. Hey, folks, I'll tell you straight up. I thought the Raiders would, once they got ahead by 1 or 2, I thought the Lions might fold. They have not folded. They have fought hard all night long. Last year, these two teams played. Raiders came away with a 2-point victory. We'll see how it goes in this one. Big possession for the Lions. They inbounds. Here's Smith with the ball on the wing. Dribbles, throws it out to Adams. Adams is content to waste some time. The clock is an ally right now of the Lions. There's 10 on the shot clock. Here's the shot is up. Rattles around, no good. AB comes down with the rebound for the Raiders. 1 minute left in the contest. AB dribbles down. Out to Fonda. Fonda has it. Looking for Jarrett. Jarrett on the wing. Here's the shot. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Lions. 47 seconds left in the game. Harris with it. Brings it down, gives it to Smith. Here's the, got a walk call. Danny Smith did the spin move. AB drew the charge, it looked like, but they called the walk before the charge. Raiders have it. 40 seconds left in this contest. Down 3. Jarrett with the ball. Dribbles left, takes it to the basket. Going to throw it up off the glass. It's no good. Rebound by number 12. We have a timeout on the floor. Calalero come down with a big rebound for the Lions. Our score, 88-85. Raiders down by 3. 28.3 seconds left. The Lions call the timeout. We'll call the timeout as well. Raiders down by 3. Come back and see the conclusion of this one, folks, right here. It's Raider basketball on 97.5 The Storm. We're back at the Best Activity Center. 28.3 seconds left in this contest. Lions have the ball in a 3-point lead. Raiders have had their shots last couple of possessions, just could not convert it. They're going to have to get the ball, going to need to hold the Lions, get the ball back, and shoot the 3 to tie this thing and send it into overtime. We'll see how it plays out over the last 28 seconds. Smith to inbound the ball underneath the Raider basket into Chase Adams. The quick point guard brings it across the timeline. 23 seconds left. Long pass out to Gavin Harris. 20 seconds left. Back to Adams. Adams is going to get fouled at the 17.2 second mark by Jarrett. Jarrett had to make that move to stop the clock. That will send Adams to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Adams wears uniform number 10. 5'8" guard from Chicago. We've talked about him all night long. We'll see if he can convert the free throw and ice this game for the Lions. He prepares to shoot the first free throw. Sprinkle will check back in the game for the Raiders. The first one's good. 4-point deficit now, 89-85. Parker checks out with the games for the Raiders. Adams to shoot the second free throw. Raiders down 4. Adams could ice this game for the Lions right here. It's up, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Makes it 90-85. Raiders down 5. Inbounds pass tipped out of bounds by Danny Smith. Jarrett leads all scorers right now with 41 points for the Raiders. You'd have to think they're going to try to get the ball back into his hands. Inbounds to Fonda. Fonda with it. Fonda's going to shoot the 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, AB. Ball, his follow-up does not go. Rebound by Danny Smith. Raiders down 90-85. That time they shot the 3, no good. AB gets it, lays it back off the glass. The ball just did not fall. Tonight the Raiders have shot the ball. Everything has been in and out of the basket. Tough break for the Raiders. Rebound by Danny Smith. He gets fouled. Their coach yelling, great job, Danny Smith, to get the rebound. The Raiders down 5, 90-85. Smith to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Got to tip your hats to the Lions tonight, folks. They would not fold. Smith to the line. He wears uniform number 1, and then the shot is good. 2.7 seconds left in the contest. Raiders down 91-85. Lions on a 5-0 run to end this game. Here comes the second free throw. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Tristan Jarrett. He'll dribble it out. Our final score, Raiders lose 91-85. Lions going a 5-0 run over the last 2:21 of this ball game to ice this victory for the group out of Branson, Missouri. They come away with a 6-point win, 91-85 over the Three Rivers Raiders. We'll come back to the post-game show. We'll have a chance to talk to Coach Gene Bess here in a few moments. We'll break down tonight's contest, and we'll look ahead for this weekend's game against the MSU West Plains Grizzlies. They'll be coming to town. We'll break it all down. We'll also look at tonight's scoring. Jarrett leads all scorers with, I believe, 41 points. We'll double-check that with the stat line. Hey, we appreciate you listening on a Tuesday night. This was a good one for the Best Activity Center. Raiders come up on the short end of the stick just a little bit, 91-85. We'll be back for the post-game show in just a few moments. This is Raiders basketball on 97.5 The Storm. This one's for you, Coach. We're joined by Coach Gene Bess in the post-game show. Raiders come up short tonight, 91-85. Coach Bess, I knew this was, you kind of had the feeling this was going to come down the last couple of minutes of the ball game. At the 2:21 mark, it was an 86-85 game. The Lions scored the last 5 points of the game. Raiders had the shots. The ball just didn't fall there at the end of the game.
We had a couple of guys that couldn't put one down.
Yep.
We have to rely on one man to do most of the work, or maybe two. AB hit some big shots, and AB works extremely hard, but we just don't have enough people that are contributing to be competitive.
AB had 14 points, 12 rebounds, had a great game today. He's an energy guy. He's fun to watch, just from a spectator point of view. A lot of energy out there. Fun to watch, and again, it was kind of a game of runs, and the Raiders fought hard to come back and got up by 2 or 3 points. And I sit here on 97.5. I thought once the Raiders got ahead, I thought the Lions might fold. They looked pretty winded, but to their credit, they just kept hanging around, and they was able to convert some big shots. They ended up with 4 players in double figures tonight.
They're pretty talented. They are guys that will play D1.
Yeah.
I think that's why they're here playing for these guys, and they didn't have anybody just great, but they had a little point guard that could take care of the ball, and
he was quick.
Had 2 or 3 shooters, and they had some some big guys with a lot of
Yeah.
potential. So
Yeah. Number 1, Danny Smith, big kid, looked like he had a football physique.
Yeah.
He finished with 25 points tonight. I thought he had a pretty nice game. He's hard to defend. Where do we go from here, Coach? It's kind of been you take one step forward and sometimes 2 steps back. We play so wonderful against Mineral Area. Come there and win a big game against State Fair. Don't play so well against Moberly. Tonight, spurts of the game look really good, and then spurts of the game, the other team was so fast they would come back and they seemed to score in 3, 5, 7-point spurts as we went through the second half.
we're a fragile team, and we're kind of at the mercy of the 3, and we're committed to doing that. But we've got 1 or 2 guys who are pretty good shooters, and they don't even get any shots. And it's not the other team's defense because they don't even know they can shoot. So it's, Tristan kept us in the game. He hit some big shots, and then he missed 2, 3 down late that were difference makers. But, he's a winner, and
Yes.
he actually has a good basketball IQ. I thought the bad call of the game was when he was posting that little guy up down there.
Absolutely. That was so far away from the ball, so far away from the basket. I remember exactly the play, and that was kind of a difference maker a little bit right there. That's just taking him out of his game. And, that's one thing if it's a charge and you're going to the basket. I hate to see an official take the ball out of the player's hand, so to say, because that was so far away from the basket.
That was a big call, but,
Yeah.
we didn't play well. So we've got to take care of our own game and just go to work. We've got a tough opponent coming in here Saturday night. And
Here come the Grizzlies.
here come the Grizzlies.
We played them to a 112-110 game in overtime over at West
Right.
Plains earlier this year. One of the best games you'd ever want to see. It was just a fantastic contest. The Grizzlies will show up and be ready for action. So what would be the game plan going into that this weekend?
we'll just have to play normal with the way we do. And, we got up and played really well against Mineral Area and State Fair, and didn't play very well against Moberly. Moberly's a little better.
Yeah.
These guys are really good, and it kind of depends upon whether we can get any players to start contributing that aren't contributing now. We really just don't know our strengths, and it's tough when you don't have when you're a little limited in talent to just really see improvement in everybody. But it's back. It's one of those situations where it is what it is. We've got who we've got, and we've got to get ready and come out here and beat the Grizzlies.
Region 16 play is here. Coach Best, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you, Tim.
That is Coach Gene Best giving his a breakdown of tonight's game. Raiders come up on the short end, 91-85. They lose to the Link Year Prep School out of Branson, Missouri. We will come back in just a few moments, and I'll run down the scoring for you. This is the post-game show, Raider Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. We'll run down the scoring for you tonight. The Raiders lose 91-85. First for the Link Year Prep Lions. Gavin Harris from Jackson, Missouri scored 16 points tonight. Trey Edwards with 7. Austin Johnson 13. Chase Adams 12 points. Jesus Calolero, their center, 4 points. Peyton Gio from Paragould, Arkansas with 3 points. Lamar Wright for 4. Marquise English with 7. Their top scorer tonight was Danny Smith, the 6'5" player from Chicago, at 25 points, including 8 for 12 from the field. He led all the scorers for Link Prep. For Link Prep, they were 26 for 47 from the field, 10 for 24 from the three-point line, 9 for 15 from the free throw line, giving them a total of 91 points. For the Raiders tonight, Boogie Jamma with 6 points. Mandarius Dickerson had 3. Khalil Johnson with 4. Aaron Tate with 2. AB, 14 points, 12 rebounds. Nice game tonight for AB for the Raiders. Talon Fonda with 7 points. Austin Parker with 8. Tristan Jarrett led all scorers with 41 points. He was 12 for 22 from the field, 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 8 for 10 for the free throw line, 41 points total. The gym had, we ended up counting probably 6 coaches from division, from four-year colleges rather here, scouting players, Tristan Jarrett being one of them, some of the players from Link Preps also being scouted. And tonight they saw a great performance from Tristan Jarrett with 41 points total. The Raiders tonight, 25 for 55 from the field for 45%. Only 7 for 26 from the three-point line, and that would be the Achilles heel tonight. The three-point shot just didn't go down tonight for the Raiders. Only 7 for 26 for 27%. 14 for 18 from the line, free throw line for 78%. First half, the Lions led 49-44. They outscored the Raiders 42-41 in the second half. The longest run of the game was a 10-0 run by the Lions, and that was near the end of the first half. And we were a back-and-forth game in the second half. At the 3:12 mark, it was a 76-76 at the 5-minute mark. 83-83 at the 3:12 mark. Raiders were down 86-85 at the 2:21 mark, and they did not score. The Lions went on a 5-0 run on the last 2 minutes and a half of this ball game to ice the victory and give them the victory 91-85 over the Raiders. Where do we go from here? We go back to the drawing board on Saturday for the Lady Raiders. 2 o'clock home game against Crowder. That game will be on the webcast. Come on out and join the Lady Raiders in action. They are 15-3 on the season, and they put on a great show. If you like offensive run and gun basketball, fast break basketball, the Lady Raiders will be your team. They play at 2 o'clock. Take a break, come back at 7 o'clock, and we'll have the Raiders versus the MSU West Plains Grizzlies. They're coming to town. Home game at 7 o'clock. Earlier this season, these two teams locked into an epic battle, a 112-110 loss in overtime for the Raiders. One of the best basketball, most exciting games I've witnessed in a long time. The Grizzlies and the Raiders kind of bring out the best in each other. Good rivalry game. That'll be this Saturday night right here at the Bass Activity Center. And not very many games left in this facility. If you want to come out for nostalgia and old time's sake, the games are counting down because on February 2nd, we leave the Bass Activity Center and go to the Libla Family Sports Complex to kick off the debut of that facility, which will be February 2. Ribbon cutting at 3, Lady Raiders at 5, Raiders at 7. Both teams will take on the Roadrunners from State Fair Community College. So that'll do it from the Bass Activity Center tonight. The Raiders lose 91-85. My name's Tim Hager. I appreciate you joining us tonight for some Tuesday night basketball. Kudos to my good friend Tucker back in the studios, our engineer doing a great job keeping this game up and running on the radio tonight. Once again, the Raiders lose 91-85. This has been Three Rivers Basketball on 97.5 The Storm. Thank you, thank you, thank you.